guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of a 9. So today is day 6 of P1nk-O-Ween. So I'm going to be doing a Halloween glam themed makeup tutorial. I told you guys I was going to be doing a bunch of these because for me, yesterday with my female vampire look, that was actually unusual for me. Normally when I go to a Halloween party or I go out for Halloween, I actually just pretty much do some kind of Halloween themed makeup look and call it a night. I don't know why, but I just realized that when I did my look yesterday that as an adult, I think that's the first time that I've like put on a wig and really gotten into like costume for, you know, a Halloween look. So thank you guys so much for all your love and support on that video, and I'm so sorry that I forgot to press the record button before coming back with my wig on. I did film a second video that shows me with the wig on so you could see the actual final look other than just in pictures on my Instagram, and thank you to Leanne and Amanda for pointing that out because I can't believe I did that. But anyhow, I guess it happens. So let's get started. I've already done my brows and I've already primed my eyelids with the angel eyes that I got in my BoxyCharm, and I've already moisturized my face with the Bobbi Brown face base, and I already primed my face with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. So we are good to go. So I'm going to grab my Jaclyn Hill JH30 from Morphe. Let me just make sure it has no black or red eyeshadow remaining on it. Okay. And this eyeshadow look I'm going to do with the Creepy Cute palette from Strobe Cosmetics. I've used this a few times so far in P1nk-O-Ween, but I have yet to use it on its own. This is what she looks like on the inside. Really, really adorable. All matte shades, mostly pastel, except for the black. And maybe the gray, but it's kind of a muted gray. And all of the shade names are really cute and Halloween themed, like Tombstone, Planchette, Creep It Real, Cold Shoulder, Strawberry Milk. I don't know how that fits in. Take a Hint, Void, and Third Eye. So I'm going to be working with the green and the purple and the black from this palette, and then I have something glittery to put on the lid. So let's get started. So I'm going to go in first with Take a Hint, which is the lime green that I absolutely love. I used this in my Frankenstein look, and I just can't believe for a pastel palette like how pigmented these eyeshadows are. So I'm gonna go in with that on this fluffy brush first, and then we'll put on our tape. But yeah, I just inhaled a bunch of the eyeshadow. It is very dusty. It is pigmented, but it is very dusty. And I apparently grabbed way too much on my brush and I just inhaled it. So now I have green eyeshadow lungs. Perfect. So, yeah, I would not have noticed that I cut off the video because honestly, I don't like watching myself on camera that much. So, I don't know if I would have gone back and like, you know, bless you, Sophie. I don't know if I would have gone back and watched the whole thing. But when people started commenting, I was like, let me go take a look. And sure enough, it was gone. So it happens to all of us, I guess, at some point. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Planchette, which is the purple shade. And I'm going to go in with this blending brush from Almar Cosmetics that we got in our BoxyCharm. Oof, yeah, these eyeshadows are really, really dusty, but still pretty and still really pigmented. I'm going to put this on the lid. You're not going to see the shadow that much, but anytime that I use a glitter topper, I always like to put it over top of an eyeshadow. I know some people go in with the Stila Magnificent Metals or things like it on its own, but I always like to have an eyeshadow as a base for those because I feel like they show up way more pigmented and smooth when they go over top of an eyeshadow. So that shade you're not really going to see that much, and then I'm going to go back into the green with the more concentrated brush because I really want that green to stand out. I mean, for a pastel green, this is like so pretty. And the blue shades are gorgeous too, which you will see probably in a future, well, definitely in a future makeup look. But sooner than later, most likely. Okay. I'm pre-filming a lot of videos because towards the end of the month, my brother is getting married. So I'm going to be going out of town, and I want to make sure that I continue with P1nk-O-Ween because it is definitely my goal. Wow, that was too big of a piece for just one side. There we go, cut it in half. I definitely want to keep P1nk-O-Ween going. I promised 31 videos in 31 days, and that's what I'm going to do. So if you hear the noises of like a little pig, that would be Sophie. She is in here with me, and she is sniffing around. Even when she just walks around, she sounds like a little pig. She's a Chihuahua, so. Alright, I'm going in with the shade Void, which is the black in this palette. And I'm just putting that on the outer V. Kind of stamping it because, like I said, these eyeshadows are slightly dusty or very dusty. And, see, do you hear her? Oh, it always makes me laugh. And I'm kind of bringing it into the crease a little bit, but I'm stamping it more just to keep it as pigmented as possible, because you can make them pigmented or you can blend them out really, really well. And then I'm just kind of making a line. And then do the other side. So yeah, so my brother's getting married in West Virginia in the end of October, and I'm really excited to go to his wedding. So it should be a crazy time too, like getting there and stuff, because there's a bridge there, like a natural bridge, and just so happens that same weekend is Bridge Weekend or Bridge Day or whatever it's called. I think it's a day where people like walk across the natural bridge. And so yeah, we had to book our hotels way in advance. I might vlog from the wedding, like I might try to do a video for after P1nk-O-Ween where, you know, I do my makeup for that wedding, since I didn't really get to go to both parts of the other wedding that I was going to do my makeup on camera for, and then didn't. I'll see how we are with time on that day, but most likely I will. Okay, now I'm going to go in. No, now I'm not going to go in with the brush. Now we're going to go in with our glitter. Well, I guess I'm going to need this brush. Let me grab my color switch. I just use this thing. Once this little pad that came with it is done, I think I'm just going to cut one of the inserts for the BoxyCharm and use that, because Sarah Smiles Loves Makeup and a couple of my other friends here on YouTube use that, and they think it's amazing. So I'm really excited because I don't want to have to buy another color switch if I have all those things lying around. Okay, so before I open it, I'll show it to you. This is Flower Beauty. It's their new Warrior Glitter eyeshadows. I got it at Ulta. I don't know how well it's going to translate on camera until I actually put on my eyes. I'm going to try to swatch it for you on my hand. It is the most beautiful, bright purple. Let me turn off this light. It is so glittery and beautiful, and I'm so excited. As soon as I saw it on, where did I see it? Trendmood, I think? I don't know. I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh. So I have my flat shader brush in hand in case I need to smooth this out. But usually I just go in with the wand, like with the Stila ones anyhow. And I'm just gonna put that on the lid. Also, thank you guys so much for such a positive response to my story time mask with me video. That meant a lot to me. I think I might have said that in my last video too, but it really meant a lot to me that you guys liked it, so thank you. See how beautiful that is? It's just like a violet purple, and it's more metallic and glittery in person, because in person you can see that it has like green flecks and gold flecks and orange flecks, all kinds of flecks. So Sophie is playing with one of her toys, and what she does is she takes the toy in her paws, and then she literally just sits there and goes and just like sucks away at it. I don't know. She's crazy, y'all. So now I'm just gonna actually take the, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna put the wand back in one more time, and I'm just gonna take some on my flat shader brush from the Jaclyn Hill collection, just because I want to get it a little bit more even and get kind of into the inner corner a little bit better. There we go. And it builds really well on itself. Like, it's not getting cakey or chunky or weird by me going in multiple times with it. So that's really awesome as well. Oh yeah. So as soon as I saw this, I think I want to get some of the other shades, but I don't know. I think there's only one other one that I would get because it's unique and it's called Camo, so it's like an olive green. The other shades, I mean, they are pretty, but there's like a champagne, there's a gold, but it's like the typical, like I already own the Steel and Magnificent Metal versions of it, I feel like, so I really wanted to start with to see if I liked it. I wanted to get the one that I felt was the most unique, which was the purple, and it's called Poison. I just realized I didn't tell you that. So it's so freaking pretty. Okay. So that is that. I think I took it up a little bit higher on one side to match that up. Yeah, it really spreads very well, and it, like I said, it builds really well on itself. Okay. Now I'm going to take this tiny Morphe brush called the JH38, 36, something like that. I really feel like they would have benefited from not making the writing silver. I know that silver and white are Jaclyn Hill's favorite colors, but I really feel like it does people a disservice, because even for someone with good vision, it is difficult to read the numbers. Although I could look at the sleeve that came with it, which I didn't realize that the sleeve that came with it actually has what the brushes are, like what they're called, what they're for, on it. One of my subscribers pointed that out, so thank you. And yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to re-intensify that color, the green, and now I'm going to take this brush from the same thing, JH32. It's like a thinner, tapered blending brush. I almost can't stand putting this, like, it's like, I don't think the bristles will ever be the same again when I put a dark color on it. That's okay. They're meant to be used, not looked at. Right? Tell me I'm right. And I'm just re-intensifying that black once again. These colors definitely work better on a very sticky base. I think because I put down the green and then the purple and then the black kind of over top of the green and the purple. I think that's why this time the black is not as intense, because you've seen me use it in a couple other tutorials. Actually, I used it in the last one, and I felt like when I didn't really put it directly over top of another shadow, it definitely was more pigmented. So I'm going to take that off. I have a lot of fallout to get rid of. I'm going with these inexpensive, actually they were only $1, these cucumber makeup wipes from Rite Aid. Get that glitter off the back of my hand, and then I'll take it off my face. I'm going to be doing my costumey looks on Fridays, just so you guys know. That's what I decided, because I'm going to be doing approximately 4, maybe 5 costumey looks, and so I figured Fridays would be a good day for that. I might throw one in here and there. Oh my gosh, so in a previous video I think I mentioned that Mama Mitchell is coming out with a palette with Be Perfect, which they did a palette with Stacey Marie, which if you haven't seen the Carnival palette, just wait, because I'm going to be doing a video with it, and oh, it's amazing. I'm going to go in with my Fenty foundation and my, do I keep grabbing the wrong, okay, no, I lied. We're just going to skip the Fenty today because I grabbed the wrong bottle again. We're just going to do the Total Coverage by L'Oreal by itself. So the Carnival palette, oh gosh, I cannot even describe how stunning it is. And Mama Mitchell is coming out with a highlighter palette with them. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like. It's called Sub-Zero. I just saw a preview of not the actual colors, but like just that it's coming out on his channel, I think. Trend Mood and his channel. So I signed up for the alert to be alerted when you can pre-order it, because yeah, I definitely want it. I think he definitely made the Carnival palette as popular as it is because of all the looks that he's done with it. And this is the Real Techniques Diamond Sponge, which I normally like, but for some reason I don't love it with this foundation. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what, it just went into my brows and then got it on my forehead. I'm really excited to see what he comes up with them. Oh good, my concealer's right here. I was hoping I hadn't misplaced it. So this is the Makeup Revolution. I just cannot bring myself to repurchase the Shape Tape. I loved it when I had it, but the fact that this is only, well, for the supersize one, which is a little bit bigger than the Shape Tape, I think, or the same size, but $10. And the Shape Tape is now up to $27. And for me, they work about the same. I think the Shape Tape is probably a little bit more coverage maybe, but it's a little bit more drying as well. So, which for me, like I've said before, like I don't really use concealer to like cover up stuff as much as I use it to like highlight stuff. So, you know, just kind of lighten certain areas and stuff like that. So for me, I don't need, you know, the Shape Tape I've used, I probably will end up purchasing it again at some point, because one thing that I really did like it for was I really liked using it for foundation. See, I feel like this almost picked up my foundation again. I feel like it's not. Oh my gosh, funny story, you guys. So I went out, I took off the wig, but I went out for a little bit with the makeup from my costume, my female vampire look. I went out for just a little bit with it to a store. And this woman comes up to me and she says, "Oh my gosh, what foundation do you have on? I need it." And I was like, face paint? I mean, it was technically like a white foundation mixer mixed with like the lightest foundation I have, but it was like clown white, like in person. And she was like, "It just looks so nice, da, 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 da." And I was like, well, I was like, you know, and I told her what I used, but it was just, I was just surprised that she wanted to, you know, have that for like everyday wear. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I definitely need that because I like wearing makeup to work and da 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 da." And I was like, "Oh, okay. All right." That was my Peach Perfect powder. So I told her what it was, so I guess she'll be going to get it. Should be interesting. And I personally did not think that in person it laid very well. Like, I wish I hadn't used the NYX Total Control drops with the NYX foundation mixer, because the control drops are a little bit too sheer in my opinion. So I wish that I would have used something a little bit more pigmented or a little bit thicker, not as runny. I'm going to go into Lunatic Lab Cosmetics Contour Book, and I'm just going to use this shade and a little bit of that shade. Ooh, just dropped something. To bronze. That was funny in my last video when I went to contour my nose and it just looked like straight up mud on my face. It was crazy. Normally I don't contour my nose like ever, so I'm not good at it. And then I was using like a grayish brown and it just looked like I had a dirty nose, but it's okay, we fixed it. But it was just hilarious. When I first put it on, I was like, what am I telling you guys? You've probably already seen it. I like the, see, like that looks okay. I'm just kind of warming up my face. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild blush brush and this peachy shade right here. I hear the dogs barking. And I'm going to be going to a couple of stores as well to vlog. And I'm going to be going to possibly a fall festival, which if I do, I will vlog that as well. I'm going to grab my Rose Facial Toner Spray. spray my face. And then we're going to do highlighter. So I'm going to use, which I forgot setting spray in my last video too. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to go into the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice Palette, and I'm going to use Lavender Snow, which is this purple shade here. I've never used this one before, but honestly, it was either I was going to buy this palette or I was going to buy that individually. And then I am going to put another shade over top of it, but I just kind of wanted like a purpley, it's kind of like a lilac purple. And the dogs are going bananas. Sophie! Hey Sophie, come here! There might be somebody at the door. I'm gonna go check it out and I'll be right back. Okay, there was nobody at the door. She's just crazy and starting up again. So I'm gonna use the Love Luxe Beauty. This is the pumpkin coconut scented highlighter that I absolutely love. I think I wore it in my first video. Look how much that amps it up. I'm just gonna put that on the top. It's really gonna take it up a notch, but I'm not putting it on my forehead because I do not want to guide you into space today. And gosh, it smells so freaking good. I wish they made a lotion that smelled like that, like pumpkin coconut. And Sophie has come in here to hack, which is lovely. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this. This is Ghosted Pigment from Sugar Pill. They have two pigments. They have Ghosted and they have Lumi. They have a lot more than two. Who am I kidding? But they have Ghosted and they have Lumi. And Ghosted is like has like a pink shift, and Lumi has like a bluish purple shift. Bluish green shift, yeah. Bluish green. Just spraying the brush, because I really want to go in with this in my inner corner. I don't know what her deal is today. Sometimes she hears like a moth sneeze and she's like, oh, I must protect the house. Okay, so that's pretty. Anytime Sugar Pill comes out with anything holiday, like Halloweenish, I get it. They came out with pumpkin spice lip color, like a liquid lipstick, which you'll see me use in another video. And then they came out with pumpkin spice eyeshadow, which you'll also see in another video. And then they came out with one year, they came out with this. I don't know what the heck that was the lid for. And then one year they came out with, or this year they came out with the, what is it called? The Trick and Treat liquid lipsticks, which I bought, and they're on their way. Alright. They are driving me nuts. Oh my gosh, I was like, did I hit record again? Now I'm going to be paranoid about that all the time. It happens once and you're like scarred for life. So I wanted to pull in more of the green. Originally I was going to put a purple liner, but I wanted to pull in, like I said, a little bit more of the green. So I went ahead. Sophie! Hold on one second. Okay. So I wanted to pull in a little bit of that green more so, because the purple kind of took over. So I used the Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers green liner that I got at Walgreens. They have amazing stuff. I got two cream color pigment, like two cream color pigment palettes, one pastel and one brights, for like $4.99. and you'll see those being used in a look in the future, and they are amazing. So that I don't know why I just showed you that. Well, so you can see it close up. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Revlon Volumizing mascara. Why did that take me an hour to say? I'm like, now I'm going in with Revlon Volumizing mascara. Oy, it has been a long day, guys. As you guys know, or maybe you don't if you're new, but this is my favorite mascara, one of them. I have 3. The Revlon Volumizing, the Princess Lash from Essence, and now the Bad Gal Bang, because I'm telling you, didn't want to like it because it's kind of expensive, but it's awesome. I like it. And I feel like the Volumizing and the Bad Gal Bang together, woo, are an unstoppable team. Like, this is just with the Volumizing, and that's with both, except I just got it on the lower lash line, so we're gonna have to fix that. I feel like I do that a lot, and it usually has to do with the kind of wand that comes with this mascara, because anytime it's like a weird spiky wand, that tends to happen. But I like to let the mascara dry before I go in and try to... So today I feel like my foundation looks a little bit cakey in person. I think it's because my face is a little bit dry from doing all this makeup. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe Prep and Set setting spray. I love this stuff, and I feel like it really, like, I mean, your makeup could look like total crap, and if you spray this over top of it, I feel like it just fixes stuff. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like in person, like, I feel like it just really fixes stuff. I feel like that wig hair is like everywhere. I'm just gonna kind of take my other sponge. She will not quit today. And just kind of go over everything a little bit. It's probably louder and more annoying to me than it is to you, because she's in the other room, so you can't hear her that well, but I can. So I love this stuff. It's $15, so it's kind of mid-range when it comes to setting spray, because, you know, I have setting spray from Rimmel that's like $5, and then I have the setting spray from Glam Glow that was like $20-something, and then I have the one from Too Faced, the peach one, that was like $30-something, so that's like mid-range, and I just think it's really worth it. I just wish it was easier to get. I know that Morphe is now in Ulta, but I had not seen personally at my Ulta the setting spray yet, so I hope that they do come out with it soon there, because I love it and I would like it to be easier, more easily accessible than from Morphe.com. I tend to anytime I order anything from Morphe, I order some setting spray. That way I always have it, because the one time I wasn't able to do that because they were out, I ended up being out for months. And I also don't like that Morphe only gives you free shipping if you spend like a certain amount, which I think their amount is higher than some places. I want to say it's like 100. Could be 50 sometimes, but this is my Sebastian lip liner. Nude Truffle from NYX is very similar to it. And now I'm going in with the shade Grim from Makeup Monsters. It's kind of like it's a grayish, like a grayish purple. I love it. And I love their formula. They are now Menagerie Cosmetics, and they just released their newest palette, or their new palette, the Feral palette. I haven't decided if I'm going to get it yet or not because I have so many palettes, but it's beautiful. And they do donate a portion, I think 10%, to Animal Wildlife Rescue, I want to say. So I think that's awesome as well. I'm going to go over top of this once it dries with just a little bit of, I could just leave it like this, but I want to go over it with Bewitched, which is like this bluish purple from Wet n Wild. Their metallic cat suits, I feel like, are more like a topper than an actual liquid lipstick because they're just more sheer. Like, I mean, you can barely see it. I guess if I went full force, it would be darker, but I still don't find them to be opaque. The regular cat suits are awesome and very opaque, but these metallic ones just are not. I thought it was just the Gothographic ones, but it's all the metallic ones I've tried. But I feel like it made it just a little bit more purple. And now I'm going to go in with one more spritz of setting spray. And we're done. It actually doesn't taste that bad. Sort of. My hair curls are already starting to come out. It's getting ready to rain outside. But anyway, so this is my purple and green and black smoky eye Halloween glam look. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying P1nk-O-Ween. Again, I have like 1 or 2 slots of makeup looks that I don't have planned yet. If you have any ideas or something that you want to see me do, you know, let me know down below in the comments, and let me know if it's something that you want to wear for Halloween, because then I'll try to do it sooner rather than later, like I did with the female vampire look. So thank you guys again. I love you all so much, and thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and just being a part of my YouTube family. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.